You gotta fight for your right to conjure. Yeah, another bad dad joke to start this one. The Conjuring Last Rites. Thank you for checking out my review of this one. It's coming from Warner Brothers on November 25th, a Tuesday, right before the big Black Friday extravaganza, especially for us physical media collectors and such. This is the latest and sold to us as the final film in the series, but money talks, and more so the swan song for your James Wan and Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson, this side of the Conjuring universe, which will probably go prequel with younger Warrens or something like that, or from the case files of the Warrens. As you see, this is just a 4K disc. There is a digital code that comes with the movie that has been redeemed. This is really sleek looking in the Amaray case. I gotta admit, really nice. There's also a steelbook edition available for this as well. So The Conjuring, this is next to Marvel, I believe the most successful cinematic universe created in the 2010s that really kind of just did its thing by being standalone entries all the time. I can't say I was like a huge fan of this year. I enjoyed going along with them. I think they're genuinely pretty good movies. The Conjuring ones, the ones that are the official Conjuring films, I think all four are pretty good. I'm not really. It's interesting. I'm bigger on the second one than most, and I am not that big on the third one. That one, I think, if you want to know my thoughts on Ed and Lorraine Warren and things historically with that, Troy Brownfield and I did a look back at them via a documentary that had been released just to add to our Satanic Panic series, which the Conjuring films revolve around that. There's a lot of controversy with making the two of them, who a lot of people believe to be hucksters, into these superhero things. But as a fictional series, and the Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson renditions of them, the fictionalized ones, I enjoyed the fictionalized versions of them. I think that's what carries this series along. It does have the spin-offs have had their stumbles, but the second Annabelle is maybe the best of anything that came out through this. The third Annabelle's fun, and then the second Nun's pretty good. And La Llorona, that one's in there too. They want to forget that one, but Michael Chaves, it's what gets him in here to do these last couple Conjuring films. This last one serves with a solid case. It keeps it simple, takes it back to being a home-based, like a house-driven haunted possession movie with the Warrens getting older in their years, as much as the two of them don't look very old in these movies. They try having their daughter grow up, having to turn a new chapter, facing pop culture backlash. It's all kind of touched upon in this movie, and you can see the sort of like end of days for them, not in a grim sense, just like times are going to change and things like that. It is very spooky. It's got some nice scenes and setups and payoffs, things like that. And really the relationship here, especially the family ones where we get to see them having fun at their house, and their husband-wife relationship and father-daughter, mother-daughter type things coming here for a full-scale family story that really feels like a good culmination and place to be a closing chapter, especially in the finale. You really get this is a series I wasn't too strongly on, but like I felt for it. Like it trapped me. I got it. Like I felt like, wow, this is a really end of an era, kind of like that. I was swept away in it. So good job, Conjuring. As you see here, though, they have labeled it Conjuring 4 Last Rites here on both the slipcover and the regular case and the disc. That's a home video rebranding. When you put it in the menu, it doesn't have the number 4. The film doesn't have a number 4. It's just Conjuring Last Rites. But, people, if they're looking, which one is that again? Then name it with the 4, right? It's silly. But there's only one choice when you go to the theater, but when you go to buy on home video, there's more than one choice. So Conjuring Last Rites, I do give a 3.5 out of 5. Enjoyable time, good commercial horror, franchise horror, whatever you want to call it. Now let's move on to the video. This is the compression here is HEVC H.265. Aspect ratios, you get a multiple. Warner Brothers is good at this. 239.1 and then 1781, which I believe probably are the IMAX shot sequences. There's one like noticeably in the attic gets IMAX treatment, which is cool. And Warner Brothers does this, and others really don't. A lot of people would love Mission Impossible movies to do this. Warner's the only one respecting the IMAX thing. Not just Christopher Nolan. Sinners does it too. Many others. I'm hoping One Battle After Another follows suit. That'd be great. But that's where we're at here. And the resolution here, obviously 2160p for a 4K picture. This looks very good. There's some special features on about the look of the film, and it really pulls it off here. It's got a very old school look to it. It looks filmic, but it's not. It's shot digitally. Very crisp looking image. The natural blacks really help to accentuate this. I mean, look at it. Oh yeah, on this, not that you can tell there. But in the film, like the dark shadowy scenes, the darkness of the attic, the house once it's like gone to hell, very, very natural, very different shades in there, but no crushing, no issues. Looks gorgeous. Great contrast with more well-lit things like matches, lights, things like that. There's great detail to the texture of like floorboards to people's clothing. You see patterns and everything in it, as well as the facial features. You get to see like, you can see cuts, you can see dirt, sweat, makeup. Like it looks great. This is a brand new movie, top notch, big studio production, coming to home video. Looks awesome. No surprise. 5 out of 5. I'll move on to the audio here. We have English Dolby Atmos, English 5.1 Dolby Digital, English 5.1 descriptive audio for the US, English 5.1 Dolby Digital descriptive audio for the UK, French 5.1 Dolby Digital, German Dolby Atmos, German 5.1 Dolby Digital, German descriptive audio 5.1 Dolby Digital, Italian Dolby Atmos, Italian 5.1 Dolby Digital, and Spanish 5.1 Dolby Digital. Then on the subtitles, we have English SDH, French, German, Italian SDH, Spanish, Danish, Finnish, Norwegian, and Swedish. The audio here, just like the video, top-notch performance from a regular, brand new, big-budget theatrical coming home. The ambiance is tremendous here. They got a really good quiet with whispering winds, things like that really make you feel part of the room. There's good contrast between loud sounds and keeping it quiet to make for jump effects and stuff. But the subwoofer hits really nice, good, solid thumping when it needs to be, and then also some light rumbling. It's got a lot of different pressure and execution degrees of intensity. Vocals are clear and crisp, even in the most intense sequences. You can have it coming out. The score is woven in there nicely, comes in concert, but in the top and the rear channels and the sides really well. And everything like feels like I like about these Conjuring movies. Everything, the quiet home moments are some of the best ones, and you wouldn't even think that, because like every little thing, like setting something on a counter, walking across some tile or creaky floorboards, all feels like you're sitting in the room with them. A real natural touch to it. No surprise, this Atmos track is another 5 out of 5. Best way to watch the movie. Yeah, we go on to the extras. We have 3 featurettes here. It gives you about just under 30 minutes of material. The first one is Last Rites, An Era Ends, which is 8 minutes 45 seconds. This one is just everybody, oh well, isn't this great? You know, Patrick and Vera have been doing this for a long time. It's time to wrap it up. You know, bringing in James Wan's here. They're all talking, reminiscing about it, the series and what they're doing with this last one and how it feels like the end. Then there's The Conjuring, Crafting Scares, which is 8:42. This is just setting up sequences and the approach to this movie. This is where I talked about Michael Chaves. The best thing is him talking about cameras and lenses and the way he was wanting it to look, telling us about his inspirations like Invasion of the Body Snatchers remake, among others that were crafted into this film that he wanted to come across or use as inspiration for his own scenes. And then Michael Shave's Believer, which is 705, and this is about everybody talking about like and you can tell in the interviews what a geek he is for horror, how much he loves it, how he loves the history and enjoying the Conjuring movies, and they like working with him and all that. So all in all, these bonus features, there's some good nuggets here, but it's a lot of fluff. It is not spoiler free, so they do talk about things that happen in the movie, but especially the ending. That's a big thing that they have a whole segment about. But it's something, it's nice to have, and it's better than nothing. So I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 5. I was flirting with a 2, but I said 2.5 out of 5 there. And then, so let's recap here. The Conjuring Last Rites, the film, I'm giving a 3.5 out of 5. The video, a 5 out of 5. The audio, 5 out of 5. Bonus, 2.5 out of 5. And doing even math there rather than just a feeling, this is a 4 out of 5. I figure kind of because of the quality of the extras, I'd be a little lower, but 4 out of 5 is good. This is a solid modern film release. Like, if you can find this at a sale price, if you can get this probably in the 15 to 20 range at some point, that's perfect. They did the job here. They didn't go overboard with the extras and stuff. Like the commentary would have been nice, or some deleted, some more to the extras is my real complaint here. That's about it, but it's a fine release nonetheless. So yeah, if you're a fan of The Conjuring, pick it up right away. Complete your collection. Or if you're like, it's a big studio movie, this is going to come down in price at some point, wait for that then, and you're perfectly fine. But this is a solid release. You'll feel you got your money's worth. But it's available now. It's available pre-order right now. Comes out next week on the 25th, and you can use the Amazon Associates link in the comments, and that helps me out, and I appreciate it. But appreciate you watching as well. Have a wonderful day, weekend, whenever you're watching this. Have a wonderful one, and as always, stay film positive.